Oh, sugar, you want to write it down, Craig, so you can tell probation?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll
Let's find out.
Self-censor, is that your best?
Alright, so, Julie, all you're going to do is
People are in as well, you can probation violation there.
You want to tell us another one? You know, you want to leave here.
Thank you, yeah. Okay.
So sorry, I'm going to have to cut this short.
Oh,
Budget crisis. I need to make a call. Yeah,
For you? All right.
Hello? Good morning, everyone on Zoom. I need everybody to please keep themselves muted until your case is called today. Please keep yourselves muted until your case is called today. Thank you.
Marina.
I got it in the movie, and I was like, oh, that's just, yes. But then, because you're like, no. Yeah.
John, how are you?
Oh, you did.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Not too much. Too much. What helps?
Easy. Hello.
Hello?
There's about 40 of us just waiting to be heard by the court. You just need to mute your phone and just be patient. Thank you.
Okay.
Not.
Yeah, I'll be right back. You should work the file, so let's tell whether you know it, right? Should be on the file. Under your, okay.
really starting to quiet down. No. We have a vehicle here. This is in the Wilmington area at 93 northbound and 6.
Motion to suspend. Like my kids.
Yeah, what's up?
I know, I just wanted to see.
And that's
Thank you.
kind of cool.
Still working at home? Then you have video conference life. I've been working from home for. In this video, you'll learn how to use Zoom virtual backgrounds with a green screen, and we'll do that right now. In this video, you'll learn how to use Zoom. On this channel, we make weekly resource no matter what, or if you're trying to use the journey. Whether you have a green screen, but you're not getting to use the virtual background, your computer is not compatible and your image looks like this. This is a good indication your computer is not compatible with the web app. Technology. So the next best thing to use is a green screen. And don't worry.
All right, please.
Green screens are
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, August 23rd, 2021. This is first session, West Roxbury Court. The Honorable Judge Bolden presiding today. Please ask everybody on Zoom, to keep themselves muted until your case is called. Linda Hun. 𝗏𝗏, Vietnamese interpreter.
Present. Vietnamese interpreting.
Madam Interpreter, let me swear you in, please.
Yes.
Solemnly swear to interpret accurately and impartially the matters coming before this court, so help you God.
I do.
Your name, please.
My name is Kayla Nguyen.
Hun, can you raise your hand?
Anh
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
xin thề là anh khai hoàn toàn là đều là sự thật. Anh Đại. Hello?
Madam Interpreter, could you inquire whether Miss Doe is on the Zoom?
Hello? Anh Đại. Đại Đào. Anh có mặt ở đó không? Anh Đại.
Dạ không, em là Linda.
Oh, Linda is present. Đại Đào is not there. Linda is present, Your Honor.
I'm looking to see if Hi Doe is on the Zoom.
Hải Đào. Anh trả lời nếu mà anh có ở trên cái điện thoại. Hải Đào. Hải Đào. Xin anh trả lời nếu mà anh có trên điện thoại đi. I didn't hear he respond, Your Honor.
No response?
Yes, no response. Just only Linda Hun is on the line.
Ms. Hine, are you here to extend this harassment prevention order against Ms. Dow?
Chị Linda Hun, chị hôm nay ở trước tòa án, chị muốn kéo dài cái lệnh cấm với anh Đại Đào, đúng không?
Dạ đúng.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you heard from her at all since the first order was put in place?
Can you repeat the question, Your Honor?
Has Ms. Howell heard from Ms. Dow at all since the first order was put in place?
Lúc lệnh cấm ban đầu mà chị có đặt ra cho anh Đại đó, ảnh có làm phiền chị hay không? Tới bây giờ?
Dạ không.
No, Your Honor.
When is the last time she has heard from or spoken with Ms. Dow?
Ok, lần chó chị liên lạc với lại chị gặp anh Đại Đào là lần nào, hoặc là ảnh tới gặp mặt chị là lần nào?
Chỉ có một lần cuối đó thôi à, không có gặp nữa.
Just the last time that she came into court reported. That's it. From that point on, she haven't seen him.
All right. I'm going to, are you still fearful of harassment from Ms. Dow, Ms. Hunt?
Chị vẫn còn sợ hãi và sợ là ảnh sẽ uy hiếp chị, phải không?
Dạ sợ lắm, ngày nào cũng sợ hết trơn á, cho nên em ra tòa lần này nữa là 3 lần rồi đó.
Yes, I'm very fearful. I'm always afraid of him. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to extend your order for 60 days longer, Ms. Howell. All right?
Ông sẽ kéo dài thêm 60 ngày nữa cho chị.
Dạ.
Yes, Your Honor.
Madam Clerk, proceed. Ms. High, I have extended your restraining order against Ms. Dow through October 22nd of the year 2021.
Chị Linh Đào, ông sẽ tiếp tục gia hạn cho cái lệnh cấm này của chị với anh Đại Đào tới tháng October 22nd. You say, Your Honor, I'm sorry?
Yes, October 22nd.
Kéo dài cho tới tháng 10, 22 tây của 2021. Ok, chị Linh Đào.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yes,
ask again that you keep this on you at all times, and if at any time Ms. Dow violates the order, you call 911.
Ok, thì ổng muốn chị giữ tờ giấy này trong người, nếu mà lỡ ảnh có tới gần chị thì chị có thể gọi 911. Yes, Your Honor.
Tell your doctor about an infection with symptoms.
You can go to the clerk's office and get copies of the order.
I'm sorry?
Ms. Hunt, you can go to the clerk's office and get copies of the extended order.
Ok, chị Linh Đào có thể đi tới phòng tòa án lấy cái tờ giấy đó nhé.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
Okay,
you.
good luck.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Have a good day.
Thank you.
𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗎,
Yes.
present. 𝗪𝗂𝗃𝗏, 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗏, 21RO453 and 454. There's no address for the defendant, Your Honor, plaintiff present. Can you please raise your right hand, sir?
Me?
Yes, you.
Sorry.
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, to help you God.
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Do you have any proof of service, Madam Clerk?
No, Judge, there's no address for the defendant.
Right. Mr. Oka, are you looking to extend these orders against the 𝗏𝗏 defendant?
Yes, I am.
Have you seen or heard from them since this first order was issued?
I got a phone call this morning from 𝗏𝗏, and I haven't heard from 𝗏𝗏 because he's been arrested there yet.
And can you tell me briefly what the basis of this request is predicated on, sir? What caused you to seek this order?
So for a little bit, 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏 were living with me, and basically over the last kind of month before the order, they started doing drugs in the home, and they were kind of getting violent. 𝗏𝗏 has been violent with me, and he's threatened, to hurt me or kill me and all this other stuff. He kicked me down a couple stairs at one time. And the Saturday before I did the order, they tried to break down my door. And so that's when I got the order the next Monday.
Are you still in the same living arrangement? Are they still living with you, sir?
They're not living with me.
Have they moved out or are they just not been around?
It's like they moved out, but they're still sometimes they visited like the day after they tried to put the door down. They came by the house the day after.
What's up, man? How's it going? Where the hell you been?
They didn't want me to pick up. So they're not in the house, but they've still been around, Your Honor.
I was all ready for you. Excuse me, if your case has not been called, would you please mute your device? All right, Mr. Oka, I cannot issue this or extend this for any longer than 10 days until I have proof that there's been some service of this order on both of the defendants. I will certainly do that. I will extend it for another 10 days, but we have no address. Do you have any other contact information as to where these defendants can be found?
No, not at the moment.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend them both for 10 days. If either of them return to your place of residence, don't let them in, call the police. If the police arrive and they're still on site, the police can serve them with a copy of this restraining order, and then we can extend it for a longer period of time. However, based upon the fact that they have not received the initial service, I can only extend it for 10 days, sir. All right?
Okay.
Friday before or the Tuesday after?
And Tuesday after. Nine seven, you said Tesla. All right, Mr. Oka, I have extended on your behalf the restraining order against 𝗵𝗄𝗯 and 𝗧𝗂𝗄𝗯 for 10 days. The order will remain in effect until September 7th of 2021. I'm going to ask that you keep a copy of this on you at all times. If at any time either defendant violates this order, you call 911, sir. All right?
Okay.
Where
would I get the copies of this order, or is the old one I have still valid?
Does the clerk have your email address?
They should, yeah. I can provide it if they don't.
Yeah, we have it. We'll email you a copy of the orders, okay?
The clerk will email you a copy of the orders, sir. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nancy Anderson, Jacqueline Anderson, Neither party present, Judge.
Neither party being present, court takes no action. The restraining order will expire at the end of the day as a matter of law.
Hello? Hello?
Please keep yourselves, hi, please keep yourselves muted unless your case is called.
Oh, my name was just called, Nancy Anderson.
Oh, okay. You're, Nancy or Jacqueline?
Nancy.
Right, Nancy Anderson. Jacqueline Anderson? Not present. Ms. Anderson is the plaintiff on 21 RO 71. Is on for the 6-month state judge, and defendant was served back in February.
Ms. Anderson, are you looking to extend this order against Jacqueline Anderson?
Yes, I am.
Well, have you seen or heard from her since the last time the order was extended?
Yeah, I have spoken to her.
Has she violated the order at any time in the last 6 months?
No.
And so what is the purpose of extending it? Why is it that you're seeking to extend it further?
Well, this is for my own, I just would rather just keep her away from here as long as possible.
Okay. However, I'm restricted to extend it only if you're in imminent danger of abuse. I would, you say she hasn't been around in 6 months, but you've spoken to her, is that correct?
Yeah.
And just for the record, what is her relationship to you?
She's my daughter.
She's your daughter, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And are you still fearful of her?
It's not so much her, it's just mainly the people that she runs around with that I'm mostly, that was the main reason behind me taking out the restraining order, was the people that she was running around with. A lot of stuff has happened. And
okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I am not going to extend it today. I'm going to end it today. However, if at any time anything comes back up, because these orders are very person specific, they apply to Jacqueline. And since you don't appear to be in fear of her or any fear of further abuse from her, I'm going to end this order today. But I will say to you, if at any time circumstances change and you feel you need to come back and seek another order, you're always able to do that, Ms. Anderson. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Hang on 1 second. That the clerk will read it into the record.
Michael Giannetti.
Oh, there we go. That's good.
Your Honor, I'm being told that the plaintiff called stating the regulate.
Aidan Kearney.
Attorney Randazza.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning. We just got word that the plaintiff's running late, so as soon as he arrives, we will call this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
The plaintiff for a criminal matter, please step up to one of the microphones on either side of the courtroom at the half door. Michael July Flores. 21 CR 25. This is a motion to go before Your Honor regarding a GPS. And I think an oral motion regarding removal of GPS before Your Honor, I guess it was about a month ago. We had other counsel and I was representing in Dorchester. I don't know if you have a program.
Okay.
So today I'm removing that request. They do have a letter that showing his compliance with the program. They have removed his GPS requirement out of Dorchester, so this is the last place that it remains. During COVID, both of his cases wound up here on the same day, and he had the hearing both his West Roxbury and Dorchester case on the same day. And she put yes on both of them. It's concurrent conditions.
All right.
But the Dorchester has been removed, and now looking to remove the West Roxbury requirement. The alleged victim on this case has told the Commonwealth he's not interested in pursuing the charges. I do understand they're trying to move forward without her, I guess, based on utterances. But she has indicated she's not cooperative on this case moving forward. He has been enrolled in the boat program for several months and is doing well with them. He's really struggling with the GPS being homeless. He previously was sleeping in his car and was at least able to charge part of the time while he was in the car, but now he no longer has his car and is living on the streets and is having a lot of difficulty maintaining the GPS truck. There have also been a lot of problems with the unit. They've had to change it out on him 4 times now. It was just, I believe let me double check the date on it. I think it was 3 Saturdays ago. They were calling him, telling him he has to get to the local police station immediately. He did. Again, it was to change out his device, something due to no fault of his own, Your Honor, but there's continually being problems with it. He doesn't have a stable home environment where he's able to charge it on a regular basis. So the calls against Ronaldo are regarding, incomplete charges, the battery getting low. And for somebody who's homeless and sleeping on the streets, and he has a storage unit for all of his stuff right now, and that's the only place he has to charge. So he can only go there during the daytime hours when the storage facility is open and use the storage unit to charge his GPS. So he's not allowed to be there after 10 p.m. And I believe it's 6 a.m. that it opens, or 8 a.m.?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. it opens. So between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. he has no opportunity to charge his device. And he's been having, some issues with the storage unit, with him being there during the daytime hours and calls about it. And even Elmo has sort of given him a hard time about it and called him and said, why are you at the storage unit? What are you doing over at your storage unit? It's just impractical for this man to be remaining on the GPS counter. He's been on it for quite some time now, and as I said, he's doing very well in the boat program with the over in Dorchester. And here we have a victim who is not cooperative with the Commonwealth on this case.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith for the Commonwealth. Your Honor, the Commonwealth is objecting to my sister's request to remove the GPS. This is a case, Your Honor, that is very serious allegations where police had to force their entry into the apartment, and they observed that the victim had body and head injuries and was bleeding profusely from the mouth, and in addition to that had strangled the victim. While it is true, Your Honor, that the victim is not on board, the Commonwealth's position is still a viable case, and while the Commonwealth is sympathetic to the defendant's current situation, I believe that a GPS is necessary to ensure the safety of the alleged victim in this case. And while there haven't been any violations of stay away, no contact or exclusion zone, I believe that that is due to the fact that GPS is in place and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to deter the defendant from coming anywhere near the victim. So for those reasons, Your Honor, the Commonwealth would be objecting. While I understand that the defendant has recently been accepted into boat, I don't believe that that is enough to remove the GPS, as there are safety concerns just based on the allegations and what allegedly transpired on the day of the incident. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Harris, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to terminate and vacate the GPS requirement based upon his acceptance and his compliance with the conditions of his release to date and his entry into the FOAP program. I am going to reinsert, have him check in twice a week with probation by phone.
Okay.
All right. So, but of course, the original stay away, no contact still remains in place and no abuse of the victim.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Do we have this on for another date? Is discovery complete?
It is. I'm just looking for a police report to be made a copy of this morning, but otherwise, yes, I have everything.
Mr. Pena, is discovery complete based on the Commonwealth's perspective?
Your Honor, everything has been turned over to the previous counsel on the matter, Attorney Leclerc. So if he has turned over everything to Attorney Harris, then discovery would be complete, with the exception of the police report that Attorney Harris seeks.
And that could be provided forthwith?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Ms. Harris, I would recommend an October or November trial date. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday during the week is when we'll be doing trials. Now, I say that with the caveat, we're supposed to start trials here in September and get jurors in September. We'll see what that happens. So we're scheduling cases from September on here in West Rock.
Wednesday, October 27th.
Mr. Pena?
Just have a brief moment, Your Honor. I actually have a scheduled trial that is definitely going to go if we have jurors on that date. But if the court's inclined to put that on for trial that date, then...
Well, Ms. Harris, do you have another date?
Wednesday, November the 3rd.
That day works for the Commonwealth, Your Honor.
November 3rd for trial. The trial conference report to be filed today. If it hasn't already been filed, Ms. Harris.
Thank you. I provided it to the Commonwealth.
All right. Mr. Pena, do you have that?
I do, Your Honor. I just will need a few minutes to complete it, and I will provide it to the court. Thank you.
I'll provide it to the court before the end of the day.
Okay, you have to vacate it November 3rd for jury trial. Does he need a second downstairs?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Daniel,
Good morning, Your Honor. Don Huffler for Daniel 𝗵𝗆.
Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor.
we are going to review non-compliance and election, and 21 CR 692 is on for our
Good morning, Your Honor. ADA Radley Nugent on behalf of the Commonwealth.
John, is the Commonwealth moving for arraignment on the new matter?
Yes, Your Honor. We would be moving for arraignment. We would also be asking for some conditions.
All right. Madam Clerk, proceed with the arraignment.
This is looking at the 2106 692, charging you with violation of harassment prevention order, not guilty of vention on your behalf.
I'll hear you on the arraignment matter, Ms. Lejeune.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth at this time is requesting a $1,000 bail, conditions of abiding by the harassment prevention order, stay away, no contact, no abuse of the alleged victim, stay away 100 yards of 115 Park Street. We would also be, sorry, Your Honor, if I just may have one moment.
asking for a GPS to enforce these conditions, Your Honor. I believe that we might also be filing, or we have already filed, a motion to revoke based on Mass General Laws 256, Section 58B. I'm not sure if my brother's already in possession of that. 88 Jones has marked that on the file.
Can I hear just briefly the facts of the case, Ms. Lejeune?
Yes, Your Honor. The facts of the case allege that on Wednesday, July 28th, officers took a walk-in vandalism report at the front desk of E5. The victim, 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗲, says that she owns the property at 115 Park Street in West Roxbury. Ms. Barty alleged that she was notified by her tenant, 𝗵𝗂𝗄, at approximately 4 p.m. on Monday, July 26th, that the barn in the backyard of the property at 115 Park Street had been broken into. He advised her that the front doors were damaged and sent her photos of the damage. The officer observed the photos that the alleged victim had on her cell phone, showing the damage to the doors. The alleged victim stated that when she spoke to Mr. Terrell, he advised her one of his roommates stated that they had observed 𝗕𝗹𝗄𝗃 on the property. Ms. Barty, the alleged victim, stated that she had been at the property on the afternoon of Sunday, July 25th, and that the doors were not damaged when she was there. The alleged victim stated she has an active harassment prevention order against Mr. 𝗵𝗄𝗃, and that included a stay away from the address of 115 Park Street. Officers checked CJIS and found that there was an active restraining order out of Dedham District Court, docket 2154 RO094, issued on April 12th, 2021, with an expiration of April 22nd, 2022. The alleged victim stated that she had spoken with her father on the evening of July 28th, and he advised her that he had spoken with Mr. 𝗵𝗄𝗃. Her father stated to her that Mr. 𝗵𝗄𝗃 had admitted to him that he had been at the property at 115 Park Street. The alleged victim also advised the officer that Mr. 𝗵𝗄𝗃 had been is being monitored by GPS bracelet.
So he has a GPS already, counselor?
So he's on GPS in his pending matter.
I'm sorry?
He has a GPS as a condition of his release in this pending matter. It's not clear to me. Well, I'm just seeing this for the first time.
Yeah, I'm confused. I thought you were so you need a minute, counsel? I can step it back and give you a further opportunity.
Yeah, if I could have a moment, I'd appreciate it.
All right, I'll give you a moment.
Thanks.
Further call. Yeah, book a second call. There it goes. Good morning, counsel.
19
Madam Clerk, is there a co-defendant, 𝗟𝗵𝗃𝗲?
𝗟𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗄, 19 CR750. Good morning, Your Honor. I believe there is an emergency motion to sever these two co-defendant cases, Your Honor. In the case of 𝗟𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗄, Your Honor, I can just have 1 moment. In the case of 𝗟𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗄, Your Honor, this matter has been had a motion to suppress on one of the prior court dates, which was allowed. At this time, we would ask for a further date before September 16th to allow our office to decide the next best steps in this case, Your Honor.
Hang on 1 second, Mr. John. Mr. Schreiber, is this your matter of the Barbosa matter?
Yes, 𝗟𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗃 is my matter, Your Honor. Unfortunately, he texted me this morning that he wasn't feeling well. I sent him the Zoom information, but he hasn't responded to it. So I apologize, he's not here today.
Are you going to waive his appearance for purposes?
I would move to waive his presence, Your Honor.
And Ms. Lejeune, you're indicating you need another date for Mr. Barbosa, is that correct?
We do need another date, Your Honor. There was a motion to suppress that was allowed on August 16th. so this month, maybe last week, Your Honor. We do need further time to decide how to proceed next, Your Honor. So at this time, we would ask for a further date before September 16th so we can assess next steps, Your Honor.
And Mr. Shriver, you're agreeing that there is a agreed upon motion to sever in these matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so why don't we pick another date for Mr. Barboza?
Yeah, and I do have an assented motion to sever, if Your Honor.
All right. Do you have an agreed upon date, Mr. Shriver?
I'm wondering if the Commonwealth, if September 20th works. I know they wanted a date before September 16th, but I'm here on September 20th. Does that work? I don't have to launch.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I was just confirming with the ADA signed. ADA Alex Jones should have confirmed by text message that date does work for him.
All right, so we'll take that date, Mr. Shriver.
Thank you.
And he is not in court, Your Honor.
His appearance has been waived at the request of counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
I've
Honor.
been in touch with him as recently as today.
Okay, cancel.
Status.
December 20th for status hearing.
And with respect to Mr. Moreno, Ms. Montero.
Yes, morning, Adam. On behalf of Mr. Moreno.
All right.
And as a motion, I believe Commonwealth Faxon is a motion. It's done by ABA.
Alex Jones.
Okay.
So I had a discussion with him this morning. We had September 28th for a motion to suppress date, but it's not a good date for my client, so we're hoping the date is available to Mr. Jones.
Your Honor, if I could just confirm 1 second.
All right.
I appreciate it every time.
That should work for you.
Sure.
Is that a good date, Mr. John?
Yes, Your Honor. That should work for 88 Jones.
Very good. Any motions to be filed, counsel should be filed no later than September 27th.
Yes, Your Honor.
To be heard on October 13th. And by agreement, the assented to motion for severance is hereby allowed. Anything further, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
September 27th.
I'm sorry?
September 27th. For the date.
September 27th for the date to file motion.
Yes, motions to be filed by September 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Our motion continues to September 20th for status, Moreno, October 13th, the social discussion. And voting to be held on September 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll get that to you. There's at least a 60% chance.
Michael Donaldson. Twenty CR 1115 compliance and election.
Good morning, Your Honor. 88 Rodney Lee Jack. Your Honor, at this time, it's on for compliance and election. Commonwealth, I believe, has provided all discovery. We also received paperwork from my sister regarding Mr. Johnson paying off a fine in Rhode Island, Your Honor. This is, the offense is operating on a suspended, Your Honor. However, we have not received confirmation that his license in Massachusetts has been reinstated. My sister did communicate to me that the defendant was told by the 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗏 that he needed to pay off this fine in Rhode Island in order to reinstate his Massachusetts license. So I think we're just asking for a short date for him to confirm with the Mass 𝗟𝗶𝘃 that his license has in fact been reinstated as a result of this alleged fine.
Perdona?
Your Honor, that is correct. Mr. Donaldson last Monday called the 𝗟𝗶𝘃 and they told him that he needed to pay a fine out of Rhode Island, which he did, and I provided a copy to the Commonwealth. Unfortunately, in Southie, Mr. Donaldson's son passed away last week, and we never got a chance to go to the 𝗟𝗶𝘃 to find out what the status of his license is. So I was just getting for another day for him to be able to go get the picture license based on what he was informed by the 𝗟𝗶𝘃, so that we can show proof to the Commonwealth to potentially disclose the case.
All right, how much time do you need?
If I can get October 4th, Your Honor, I just want to make sure that he has time to breathe and deal with
October 4th, Mr. John?
No objection, Your Honor.
I'm going to mark it for disposition that day, Mr. Cardano, with the expectation that all the documentation would be provided and we can dispose of the case on the next date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, October 4th for probable disposition. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Last week.
Brad Hanson.
Hakeem Muhammad on behalf of Brad Hanson. Your Honor, can I get a second call on this? I'm currently in communication with the DA assigned to this case.
No problem.
And thank you, Your Honor.
On the second call.
Alexander Gray.
If I just may have a 3-second call just to inform the Superior Court ADA that this case is getting called now. Okay. Oh, actually, I just received a text message from her, Your Honor. I believe that, so one, the Commonwealth is answering not ready for probable cause on this date. We have conferences, or the assigned ADA has conferences with Attorney 𝗏𝗏𝗄, and I believe they have an agreed upon date of November 5th for probable cause. In terms of discovery, Your Honor, the assigned ADA has turned over the search warrant interview with the defendant. Photographs of the search warrant, forensics of the devices are outstanding. And the defendant, I believe, is out on bail at this time.
Just so I'm aware, is there agreed upon date of November the 5th? Is that it? November 5th for further probable cause? All right. All right. By agreement, October 5th for further probable cause. I'm sorry. November 5th, Your Honor. I'm sorry, November 5th. I apologize. November 5th for further probable cause.
All right, November 5th, probable cause. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anyone CR 475 pre-trial? Scott Hill.
Good morning, Your Honor. ADA Rodney Louisiana on for the Commonwealth, Your Honor. I have
Mr. Tobin, is your client with us on the Zoom? Do you see him?
You don't see the Zoom, Your Honor, for the inquiry. I know he told me he expected to be here.
In person or on
In
Zoom?
person, but I would like to put the Zoom audience be very.
Mr. Scott Hill, if you're on Zoom, please unmute yourself and say hello, please. I don't see the name on there, Judge.
Could I just have a 3-second call to try to call him, Your Honor, and see what's going on? He was here last time in person.
All right, further call.
Thank you. Scott Hill?
My name is Jacqueline.
Dennis?
𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗲𝗏
Good morning, Your Honor. ADA Rodley Louisan on behalf of the Commonwealth. Your Honor, if the Commonwealth may poll the audience and the Zoom.
May?
Dustin Williams, Your Honor, the Commonwealth having polled the audience in the Zoom and haven't gotten no response. We are answering not ready.
Are you seeking another date? Are you seeking process to compel the witness?
Your Honor, we are seeking no further process in this case.
Gentlemen, your dismission. All right.
Commonwealth answering not ready. Motion to dismiss is allowed for warrant of prosecution. Mr. Tobin, has Ms. Kirkland satisfied her attorney's fee obligations? Madam Probation? All right, there appears to be a $150 attorney's fee outstanding. How much time does she need to satisfy that? 150.
I can do tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You have to leave, Your Honor.
I'll give her 2 weeks, as long as it's satisfied within that 2-week period, recognizing the matter will not be dismissed until the attorney's fee obligation has been satisfied. 2 weeks, Madam Clerk, for payment.
September 7th.
Okay.
September 7th, Mr. Tobin, for the satisfaction of the attorney's fee.
Thank you. I believe she'll pay us tomorrow.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. So now recording on 𝗟𝗶𝗃 dismissed last prosecution attorney fee to be paid by September 7th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Antoine Davis. CR 1030. This was a recent engaged to the Suffolk correction.
Well, I'm very sorry. I had this case on August 31st. It's the same defendant. Might have been my mistake. Brother Payne was up with maybe his file, so I might have followed that up. So I would ask if it could go to August 31st.
No objection, Your Honor.
Do we have the Suffolk House on?
No objection.
All right. Are you going to waive your client's appearance for today's purposes?
Then I would ask for a Zoom date for self-date for August 31st.
All right. No objection. And the event today was?
June 17th motion.
All right.
Should have been, that's the event for next time, so I'm sure that was the event.
All right.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Excuse me,
All right.
Madam Clerk.
Defense waiving the appearance of the defendant for today's purposes. Matter is put over for August 31st for Rule 17 motion.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Madam Clerk.
Hey.
My name is Jonathan Ash. I'm counsel to the Home Florida Wanderers. Just to confirm, this was on the 06CR1030?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry if I missed it. Is it going to get carried forward to August 31st?
Yes, please.
Do you have a time? Or will you send a further, notice to the Home Florida Wanderers? They're the record.
Yes, the Commonwealth will send a further notice.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor. Mr. Bainey for the Commonwealth.
Schreiber, is this your matter, sir?
It is, Your Honor. Rod Schreiber for Mr. Stokes.
And Mr. Stokes, you with us on Zoom, sir?
Yeah, I'm currently not in the state right now.
Could you please just state your full name for the record?
𝗟𝗵𝗃𝗲𝗄𝗏.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Schreiber, have you had a chance to conference this matter with the Commonwealth?
I think I've had enough time, Your Honor. I'm wondering if it makes sense to put this case on for bench trial.
Opinions?
Just in a very brief moment, Your Honor. Now, the Commonwealth would not object to a bench trial so long as the defendant is willing to waive his right to a jury trial. Won't do that. So I guess either a trial date or a trial readiness conference, Your Honor.
Right, trial readiness. Is discovery complete as far as you know, Mr. Schreiber?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Pena?
Yes, Your Honor. All discovery has been turned over.
All right. And why don't we, at the request of the defense, schedule a trial readiness date?
Could I suggest October 5th?
Pena?
They should be fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
October 5th, trial readiness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is a pretrial conference report?
I will execute one, Your Honor.
All right, as long as it's submitted before the end of the day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
November 5th for trial readiness, Mr. Stokes.
All right, thank you.
That would be in the quick bill. Good morning, Your Honor. This is a new arrest. The Commonwealth is not moving to arraign at this time. And if the Commonwealth, if you would indulge the Commonwealth, I would just give you a further explanation as to why. Your Honor, the defendant was found guilty of, or he was not found. He pled guilty for a charge of requiring him to file with the 𝗨𝗏 agency, Your Honor. And he has been doing so faithfully since that plea in 2018, Your Honor, 2017, Your Honor. This is the first charge of this nature which would issue on his record. So at this time, we are not moving to arraign with hope to allow him to register before that next court date. Notwithstanding that, Your Honor, we do reserve the right to move to arraign this matter on that next court date if the defendant has been unable to register by that time.
Giorgiano, are you aware of your client's registry status? It's not.
Yes.
So, Your Honor, after having a conversation with Mr. Gorda, he paid the fee and filled everything out on the website, but failed to mail in any paperwork to the store organization. And so basically all he has left to do is mail that in, but other than that, he has paid the fee, he has done everything else. So we would just be looking for another day for him to be in full compliance by mailing.
We'll reschedule the case for further arraignment if necessary. Why don't you give me a date, Ms. Cardano?
If I could have December 16th, if that is available, Your Honor?
Ms. Lejeune?
Your Honor, no objection to that date.
All right.
16, 2021.
December 16th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Michael Giannetti,
All right, here we go.
Aidan Kearney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Randazza, counsel for Mr. Kearney.
All right, council, we received a phone call in the clerk's office from Mr. Giannetti that he's running late. I don't know the nature of it, other than the fact that he appears to be running late. It's now 10:30. My understanding is that you have other obligations. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, and I believe this can be dealt with as a matter of law without any evidence at all.
Right. Well, if he is not here, there's no need for any further hearing. I'd just like to caution you that if he does appear at some point later in the afternoon with a reasonable explanation as to why he was not present, sir, we may have to have another hearing. But as of 10:30 today, Mr. Giannetti not being here, the restraining order or harassment prevention order will expire at the end of the day, sir.
Your Honor, if I may indulge you, we would like to move to void the order as an unconstitutional prior restraint. If you look at the order, it directly restrains a member of the press from writing about a matter of public concern. And therefore, we believe it should not have been entered in the first place. And we are respectfully requesting on an emergency basis it be voided.
Counsel, I'll give you an opportunity to file a motion. I'm not going to do that today.
We have done
If
so.
you'd like to file a motion at some later point and present it to the court can consider it at that time.
Your Honor, we have done so.
Do I have a copy of the motion?
Your Honor, it was served upon the court.
And it was Justice Hahn that issued the order. Is that correct, counsel?
Correct, Your Honor.
What I would be inclined to do, sir, is accept your filing. I will refer this to Justice Hahn, who issued the order, for her to respond to, sir. All right?
But Your Honor, respectfully, I would rather be denied so that we can take this to the single justice, because we are under an order here, which even the New York Times versus United States, classified information being published was not able to be subject to a prior restraint. Even any things of national security.
Have a medium cold brew regular. Is that it? Yeah.
Accordingly, Your Honor, I realize that this may not seem so grave to you, but it is a grave transgression against Mr. Kearney's First Amendment rights and against the press. And respectfully, if you will not void it, I would beg you to clear the way for us to seek appellate review immediately with a single justice at the appeals court.
Well, I'm not inclined to avoid it, sir. As I've indicated to you, I intend to provide this to Justice Hahn, who issued the order, for her to respond, sir.
Okay, so is our emergency motion at this time denied, sir?
It's denied.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right.
Right, docket 21-R0439 to expire at 4 p.m. by operation of law.
Thank you.
Devon Clark.
Counsel, Mr. Clark, present.
Anyone CR 411.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. This matter is on for compliance and election. At this time, we're not objection to the defense's motion for a bench trial without prejudice.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. October 5th is the next for the bench trial.
Is status is discovery complete as far as you know?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. October 5th for bench trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
October 5th bench trial. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Good day, yes. Thank you.
Manuel Mendez.
Is that a friend?
Michael Randolph.
Morning, Your Honor. Mr. Mendez, who unfortunately is stuck in this Dominican Republic at present. I gave him the Zoom information. He was going to try and be on Zoom. I don't know if he made it onto the Zoom or not.
Emmanuel Mendez.
Mr. Mendez, are you on the Zoom, sir? If you are, please unmute yourself and identify yourself. He does not appear to be responding on the Zoom, Mr. Schreiber.
I have been in contact with him. I was in contact with him as of last week when I learned this information. So I would respectfully ask the court
You can come down. I don't have my camera on.
only.
What's up?
Any objections?
Commonwealth. No, the Commonwealth does not have any objection to
I'm right here.
being waived for today's purposes only.
Don't turn your camera on.
Why not? Jump in.
Why do you have that background?
Just come in and wave hi. I dare you.
Why do you have that
All right, defendant apparently unavailable.
Give me anything?
Counsel.
Yeah, do a wave real quick.
appears to be waived. No objection. I will waive his appearance.
Give me anything?
And what are we looking to do?
Brady,
with
come
this
do a
matter,
wave.
Mr. Schreiber?
Okay, you're too scared. Too scared to do the wave. Nobody's watching me right now. There's so many people. Let's do one wave. Come here, you go. Woo!
And the Commonwealth is going to reach out.
There you
Gather that.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I haven't heard back from the Commonwealth on this, but that was the reason for today.
go under the table and then pop your head
How
up.
much time are you going to need
It'd be funny.
to secure that discovery?
Yeah, like go under the table and then pop your
Yeah,
head
so
up.
I have procedure responses from most of the
I dare
officers
you.
involved in this incident.
Come on. Why
With the
not?
exception of two officers. So I would request
Huh?
maybe a 3-week date, but I can certainly provide in the form of notice of discovery that
What do you want to do this music for?
Ah,
all of
some
the
dumb
officers
idiot.
that have responded did not have the body on camera footage.
This is me.
I dare you to come in and wave right now.
We'll reschedule this for
Why
further
is anybody
compliance.
watching?
Nobody's watching. See, it's like a shadow behind you. Look how cool that is. When you walk in. Come here, get closer and you'll see. Brady, come here. I'll show you. Come here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. You got a good little boy. Hmm? Hey.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Hey, what are you doing? You're gonna break the
Good
green
morning, Your
screen.
Honor. Sorry, Your Honor, the Commonwealth had this on for bench trial.
It's just like this.
I believe my brother had this on for bench trial as well. I'm not sure.
These are all the people.
We
It's like
did
not that
that
many.
with the clerk's office. Notwithstanding that, Your Honor, if Your Honor would allow the Commonwealth to hold a Zoom at this time. Jane Marie Douglas, Miss Reina Avalon
Hungry.
Martinez, Miss Reina Avalon Martinez. Your Honor, the Commonwealth having pulled the Zoom and received no response or filing the 𝗦𝗵𝘂𝗀𝗋 in this matter. Essentially, the allegations in this case.
So you can come on. See, you're not on.
Given the allegations.
Just jump on. See, there's
of this
nothing here.
case being of a domestic violence nature
No
where
one can see you.
the alleged victims are
That's just me.
broken.
What off?
Excuse me, if your case has not been called, would you please put your device on mute?
But that way, I'm saying. Wait.
Apologize, Ms. Lejeune, you may proceed.
Where the alleged victim's arm was allegedly broken as a result of jumping out of a moving vehicle. The Commonwealth is finding Ms. 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗃, having had no contact with her and duly summoned her, as well as the recipient witness to this, and not being able to answer ready for bench trial at this time.
Cyber Commonwealth is filing a no cross on this matter, sir. This matter is off the list and has ended. Thank you.
I'm hungry. Are you popcorn?
I'm going to remit the $150 attorney's fee. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.